stream. Lay in later, bro. Oh, send me that link, man, so I can All right, lay in later.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. That's good. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Easy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. We're up 23 yards on the play. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Brings up second and goal.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
16.
Now Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Raven first down.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Calais Campbell on the stop.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up
8 yards to go on second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now Ben going to give this one a counter. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and goal at the 1. Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derek Watt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They scored.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown for 78 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Bernard. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Stop your body.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
By the
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Gain of 30.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
The kick is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger on the screen. Bernard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe. that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Washington.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
49-yard line.
66. 44.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
That's what I want to see.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Steelers 17. Ravens 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Ravens.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On second down, it's Ingram. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
No spacing. 22, 44.
Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now Ben on third and long. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 15 brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
26.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a run by Bell here going nowhere as they'll hit him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Watson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Single. Watch 35. It's out of time. Check. Easy.
Roethlisberger will throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down now, Bernard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Check 48. Check 48. Cut.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Watson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Bell sheds him off. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 97 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes. Longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
They'll try and run with Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Steelers 26.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
50. Middle.
Here's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. There goes Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Quick slant to Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That's taken it around the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll move the chains.
And the Raven first down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Ravens 43.
Charles, it's one thing to win.